It's all about the hair here in the studio with Dr. Darren Green. A question I want to ask, why do people go grey? Why does our hair go grey? I mean, George Clooney is the most fortunate of everyone. He's just like stylized as salt and pepper. Look, everyone wants to look like that.
Absolutely. Well, people go grey because the ability to produce the melanin, which is the pigment that we find in hair follicles, the life cycle of that expires. The amount of stem cells in the distant hair follicle, as they expire, obviously, the ability to retain colour is lost. So there are two pigments that give hair. It's called eumelanin, it gives you brown or black hair, and the other one's called pheomelanin, the one that Donald Trump has lots of. That gives you yellow hair and red hair. So, I mean, those are the two pigments, and you often find that you have a distribution or ratio of those to give you your own unique hair colour. Oh, and
wow.
that ratio is genetically determined.
Yes.
And also, obviously, medically, the different things that support it are your hormonal status, your chemical status, and your nutrition.
Yeah. Talk to me about alopecia, if I'm saying that correctly. Apparently a very interesting condition that has led to the emergence of the Apaches. So people that have Apache and Apache and Apache. The beard doesn't grow full, it's here.
Lots
and
of
also,
patches.
yeah.
Yeah, so if you've got bald patches that occur on the scalp or on certain parts of your face even, there might even be a little ring of a bald patch on your face in your beard. That's alopecia. And alopecia areata is an example where the hair follicles themselves are non-functional due to an inflammatory or an autoimmune-mediated condition that destroys those hair follicles. And then you have these bald patches occurring. Difficult condition to treat. We look at treating the inflammatory, cause. As it's autoimmune-mediated, often your body manufactures antibodies against those hair follicles in certain patches, so it's difficult to treat, as you can imagine.
What's happening in your body when you start losing hair, and is there a way of preventing that?
Yeah, so if the life cycle of the hair cells is accelerated by different things, stress, for example, does cause you to lose hair more rapidly. It doesn't cause your hair to go grey, though. There's no science to prove that. So when you are losing hair, you're losing the density of the hair. In other words, the amount of hair follicles in a patch of hair on your scalp becomes less as you age. It's a natural process as part of aging. The ability to regenerate hair becomes less and less and less. In males, you'll see male pattern balding, the pankop, the round island of bald patch at the top of the head, or the receding hairline.
Yes.
And then in women, you'll find thinning of the hair specifically as well that you can see.
All right, we've got a call on the line right now. Good morning to Kayla, calling us from Johannesburg.
Morning, how are you?
Very well, thank you so much for your call. What's your question or comment?
I was diagnosed with alopecia at the age of 7. So with me, I don't have any patches or anything. I have no hair whatsoever. So I want to know if I can do anything to treat it, because I've been through so many different treatments and none of it has worked. So I'd like to know, like, what can I do? Can I get any kind of treatment to sort it out, or what?
Thank you so much for sharing that with us. All right, so what do you suggest?
So as she rightfully said, there isn't at present a cure for alopecia as such. Having total body hair loss is the condition that she describes, where you have no hair whatsoever. And that often, as I said, is a result of autoimmune coding, and it's very difficult because the actual production of the hair follicle itself is an issue in this specific medical condition. She sought help from the best of the best, I'm sure, in terms of her, her social anxiety around the condition and wanting to understand it. But a lot of my friends that have the condition have also brought some humour into it, saying they never have to pay for a wax. There's always a bright side to it as well, but can be quite tough, to deal with socially as well. But thanks for having the guts to share that with us.
Absolutely, and thank you to you, Dr. Darren, for always providing the insight we need in these medical chats. And of course, we will be doing this again next week when we talk more things medical. Thank you so much, Dr. Darren Green. All right, let's stay in our kitchen. I think something interesting is happening in our kitchen right now.